The agent was not happy. Now, at first I assumed the agent was the manager, but no, he is the agent, and he's not happy with the main character, Melody. And it's typically the main character. Like, he is very displeased with the main character, full on telling the main character that he will have the Melody a new assistant. And it will not be the main character anymore because he is very displeased with the main character's actions lately. And the Melody steps in and tells him to back off. The main character's contract is with him, not with the company, so he cannot touch the main character. If he has an issue and a problem with the main character, he comes to him and not the main character. He will not be changing the main character out for somebody else, no ifs or buts. And we just love a man who will stand up for their man. Now, there's a reasons why the Melody doesn't have a great relationship with their agents, typically for two reasons. One, the agent bought their first reward, and all of them were really displeased and upset over this, but the one who made their opinion really known was their guitarist. But they were forced to get that reward. They were forced to go on stage and get it. The second was the agent wanted them to sell their song to a TV show that was doing a show for a book that was privileged, was stolen work. Yes. And the Melody was like, no, we're not doing that. He was very pissed and put his foot down. Like, he was like, no, we're not doing it. I refuse to allow it. And the agent was not hearing him. Luckily, the Melody was able to get all of his bandmates on his side, so they did not sign their music off to a TV show that was doing a book that was stolen work. The main character helps the Melody write a song or revise a original song, like a song that was originally written by someone else, and then they got the copyright to it and they revised it. I'm pretty sure that was it. But yeah, the main character helps the Melody writes it, and the Melody's like, I'm gonna put your name on the song. And the main character's like, you don't have to do that. And the Melody's like, no, I will, and you will be paid for it too. I'm like, I love this man. And the main character at first didn't really think he was going to do it. He did. When the album came out and the main character saw his name by the song, he was utterly shocked. And I was like, boy, you deserve it. You deserve it. So when they originally were working on their 5th album, the guitarist looks the Melody in the eyes and goes, you better not cause a scandal, because every time we drop an album, you cause a scandal, a romantic scandal. And the Melody promises this time he won't do it. You know what happens? It happens. So the day they're supposed to be releasing their new album and they're at a event getting questioned, doing a show for it, and the hostess brings up his relationship with the actress from the Truth or Dare show. Yes, that's brought up. His bandmates did not know about that relationship, and now they know about it, and they are furious because they find out the day of their album. Everybody finds out the day of their new album, and becomes a thing. Like, it is joked on by their fans now that they should get the Melody with someone so they'll have concerts and albums coming out, because every time a new album comes out, the Melody has a romantic scandal. Yes, there is a lot of people pissed at this. Like, they're sending hate comments, hate. The one who's really displeased with is the guitarist, because the Melody promised him that this wouldn't happen again, and it happened. Now the actress does get on there and apologizes, explains the relationship, states it's perfectly good, they're perfectly fine. But yes, it was a mess. And the one who was very furious, like I said, is the guitarist. Like, he wants to rip the Melody a new one. He rips the Melody a new one. My favorite part in this whole freaking book that had me squealing, giggling, secondhand embarrassment was something the drummer does, and that is him publicly admitting at a game show that he reads fanfics that ships them. Not his, typically, because he'd be too traumatized and embarrassed to read it. But no, he reads fanfics about the Melody being shipped with the guitarist or the Melody being shipped with the vocalist. Now he goes, you guys usually ship the Melody as the top, but why can't you guys ship the Melody as a bottom a few times? I would like to read those pretty please. And he admits he sends those fanfics to the Melody too. And he probably sends it to his other bandmates. Like, his bandmates are full on trying to get his mouth to shut up. And he's full on giving details what the Melody is like in those fanfics. And the Melody finally threatens him to shut his mouth. And the reason why I get secondhand embarrassment, because again, I read BTS fanfics. And I was just sitting there going, oh my god, like, if I ever found out BTS read the fanfics we write about them, oh my god, I think I'd be embarrassed. I'd also be traumatized for them, because I read some of those fanfics, and oh my god, if I had been one of them, I would be traumatized. Like, ooh, I was squealing though. I was squealing because honestly, the way he was talking about fanfics is the way I talk about fanfics. Like I thought I found a bestie in the drummer. The main character and the male lead, when they were leaving an event for the new album, they come across a woman being harassed by a man. They come to her defense, protect her, and get her out of there. She then reveals to them what was going on. She's a dancer and she's been in several competition shows over the years. This was the newest one. And this guy is part of the competition show, not one of the competitors, but one of the big guys. And he had gone to her, basically telling her she had to sleep with him or she'd be kicked out of the competition show. Obviously, this freaks her out and she's upset over it. Luckily, the main character and my lead had come to her and got her out of there. But now she knows she's going to be kicked out of the competition show, which she was, which, you know, is so unfair, unright, and disgusting. Like, I wanted to go into the book, go to that competition show, fight everybody, fight this dude, and make sure everyone paid for what they did, because it is utterly disgusting. And she's really upset, one, because of what was done to her, but also because this is the several competition shows she has failed to, you know, pass in. She's been dreaming to becoming a dancer, and her dream keeps going farther and farther away from her. She does decide to become a dance teacher while still continuing her dream after some advice the main character gives her, but honestly, her life has been so rough, and I feel so upset for her. Like, it is so sad. When the main character goes and visits the dancer because he stays in contact with her, he finds her in danger because the man who harassed her, his wife, hunts her down and physically beats her, like puts her foot in danger. The main character gets in between the people and yells at the wife. Like, the wife is accusing the dancer of being a seducer, a homewrecker, and the main character's like, yeah, no. Obviously, from the text messages you're trying to blame her for, it's obvious this poor girl is trying to say no, but has no choice in saying yes. Like, this poor girl has no choice but to meet this man up. If you go and see the camera and the videos, you can see she is a victim. She was trying to get away from him. Your husband is a harasser. Back off, and he takes her to the hospital. And again, I feel super bad for her because, again, she is blamed for her own SA, and I want to fight someone. I so badly want to fight someone. The main character sees the male lead with the dancer because the main character goes to visit the male lead, and instead he sees the male lead with the dancer and is completely utterly confused why the male lead was with the dancer. And I'm like, oh god, is this going to cause a misunderstanding? Is the main character realizing his feelings and is going to get jealous? Is he going to end up like the last assistant is? Like, I am full on freaking out what's going to happen because, again, the main character has repeatedly shown to being a fan and always being supportive of the male lead and understanding the male lead, but seeing a person he just became friends with, was worried that she might lose her chances of becoming a dancer, seeing the guy he's idolized be with her. Like, I will be freaking out. Like, I am freaking out for him. Like, I don't know what's going on. I hope it's not what the main character's misunderstanding, but it could possibly be because, again, this man is super caring, super sweet, and he's very attentive to women, and he also likes women. Like, this is going to be a mess, and I don't know what's going to go happen. Like, I can't wait to read book 2. Also, the guitarist, when he is drunk, he goes around forcing other people to drink. Like, you can't tell him no unless you are the driver and you need to drive people to places. Unless you are them, you have to drink with him. Like, he will not leave you alone until you drink. He even gets the male lead, which he never before could get to, but he gets the male lead to drink with him when he brings up the male lead's relationships. And I was like, ooh, like, this dude, I'm a little questioning, I'm a little suspicious that he has feelings for the male lead, because every single time he does things that makes me think, does he have feelings for the male lead? He even brings the male lead up when he does a little concert at his old college. He talks about the male lead. So again, I am so sure that maybe he has feelings for the male lead.